right, it's the final day, day 4, BC to BC 2022. Mexico to Canada in an electric car, and of course the all-electric Nissan Leaf. This car is just about brand new, just like when I did it in 2012, which was with a brand new car. I'm leaving Halsey, Oregon, and I'll be hopefully at the Canadian border before midnight. And I got some other events planned throughout the day. Left my car parked here, which wasn't too cool because I might have blocked out that guy right there. So anyway, he was pretty cool with it, and we chit-chatted, and they're going to California, believe it or not, and he's driving a Nissan Leaf. You know, it's almost normal. So here we go. We'll talk to you on the next stop. I think it'll be Portland. Okay, we just got off the freeway. I went right past it and had to turn around. And right in here between the Union 76 and the Travel Lodge is back here somewhere. But over there it is. They've got pull-throughs for RVs, it looks like. It's perfect. Another great location. Lots of stuff nearby, even for a little tiny town. Places to eat, things to do. Right off the freeway. It's the perfect model. Okay, Kendall's going to show us how it's done. Okay. Hello.
Where do I put it? We've heard
Oh.
about
Oh, it's not long enough. Here, let me move the car. It's not long enough. You're going to fight it.
There's so many bugs.
Yeah, just make it work.
Dead ones.
Got to push the handle in. Well, if it's, you have to force it that much, it probably isn't going to work. You want me to help you? Okay, now push.
It's in. It's stuck.
Well, maybe it is in. Okay, it says connect the vehicle and press start. Yeah, no, it's in. I guess you got it in.
So you shouldn't be saying.
We made it to Portland, yay! And we're gonna go to the Electric Avenue. I believe it's been changed. It's in a slightly different location than it was 10 years ago. But we'll find out real soon. So we'll be there in, I hope, about, 10 minutes. So doesn't look like terrible traffic. When we did this 10 years ago, the traffic was horrific. We got a little bit here, but boy, Portland traffic is not good. Anyway, we'll see you at Electric Avenue. And I think we have found the Electric Avenue. All right, car off. Roll the window up, I guess. Parking brake set, front latch open. Probably not, there's too much stuff in here for people to steal, unfortunately. And I have no idea how this is gonna work. All right, well, this location at Electric Avenue requires a phone app of some kind or a phone thing, an authentication. So I'll struggle through that. So one of the biggest failings, or one of the bigger failings, is the hodgepodge assortment of fobs, apps, credit cards, and the like. And every time you use something new, It requires a whole new setup, and you know, they all want your information to be shared for marketing purposes and all kinds of crazy stuff. I've used the Electric Avenue before, still marked with PGE, which is the Portland, I think it's General Electric, the utility here in the northwest portion of Oregon for the Portland area. And yeah, it didn't work this time. And I'm setting up, you know, a new card, and hopefully I'll be able to make the correct purchases or whatever. So it says automatically reload 0 when my balance is below 5. I don't know what that means if I'm going to reload $0, but let's see what it does. Would you like to purchase $0 of credit? No, that's not what I want. Oh, oh, I see. They want to get a minimum of $10. That's the scam, is to get $10 out of you. Okay. Automatically reload when I go below 5. No. So let's purchase $10 worth and see how that works. And then once I set all this up, then I still have to go run it on the machine. By the way, none of this is required with a Tesla supercharger. You literally drive in and you plug it in, and it doesn't matter where you are. You could be in California, you could be in Portland, you could be in Washington State, you could be in Canada, you could be in New York City. I don't know if I purchased $10 or not. History. Nope, it says I did. So now, let me go back to that. Available subscription. Electric Avenue. Subscription fee is $25. No, I don't want that. Okay, well, let's try start charge. That might actually work, because I already put in the number of the charger. So I'll put this stuff away, which is my credit card and the like. And then we'll see if this thing actually works. It says busy. Yeah, let's see if it's charging. Oh, it is charging. Okay, I didn't hear it, but it started charging. Well, let's see if you can see it from here. Yeah, you probably can't see the screen. There's another failing, like all this information, I can't even see it from the car. So either make the screen bigger or make it more readable or something, but that teeny tiny screen right there is what I'm supposed to see from way over here, and to figure out, you know, if I'm done charging or whatever. Okay, well, that was fun. We'll sit here for a little bit, and I'll go try and find a quick bite to eat. I haven't eaten yet today, but this is the last day, and at the end of it, I'll have a nice big something or other, and something to wash it all down with. Hey, who's that woman and her dog? Bye-bye, Maddie. Yeah, you're on there. Bye-bye. See ya. Well, we're leaving Electric Avenue in Portland. Hopefully I won't hit anybody. A lot of Nissan Leafs here and the big long string of cars. Hopefully I'll figure out how to get out of here. I got to get on that freeway right there. So if you see a sign that says 5 Freeway North, that's the one I need to be on. Well, we had a little traffic coming out of Portland. I managed to drive on some road that was actually for trolley cars. I had no idea. The trolley was beeping at me. I didn't have the camera going. Probably would have been evidence used against me anyway. So I hurried up and as quickly as I could got off of that road and managed to get somehow out of Portland, but not via the 5 freeway. It was a different road. So back on the 5 freeway now, Interstate 5, and we're going north. We're about 30 miles south of the next stop, which is Centralia in Washington State. Of course, we did go there in 2012. It has a Wendy's, so I plan on probably buying a snack or something while I'm there. And anyway, everything else, the weather's absolutely fantastic. And the cool part about that is they had tons and tons of rain. But what's really neat is this weather is exactly mimicking what we did 10 years ago, because it was just as fantastic 10 years ago as it is right now. It was just absolutely perfect. A few little clouds in the sky maybe, and big blue skies. So I'm really happy for that. And you know, of course, this is the longest day of the year. It's June 21st, and so hopefully the sun will go down. We're going to be going right to the 49th parallel. People in Norway or Alaska or Canada will be laughing, but you know, it's as far north as you can go in the continental United States, with a few very rare exceptions that go just a little bit beyond the 49th parallel. So yeah, we'll be there. Hopefully I'll put my foot over the 49th parallel. That's actually legal to do in the Peace Arch State Park. You can stay within the park and be on the Canadian side or the US side. So anyway, things are going quite well. I don't expect any problems for us getting into our destination of the Canadian border. And right now, on day 4, it's 5:26 p.m. We are approximately 200 miles south of the Canadian border. So roughly 3 solid freeway hours of driving, assuming there's no traffic going through Seattle, plus whatever time I need to charge. The battery's pretty full right now. It's at, looks like about 70%. I'm really only stopping at Centralia to, you know, because that's where we stopped in 2012, but this car doesn't need to do that. And, you know, then we'll go from there. We'll stop again in downtown Seattle, because that's what we had planned, or had done actually, in 2012. We'll use the only Blink charger that we used in 2012 was in downtown Seattle. Of course, it's long gone, probably along with Blink's bankruptcy and their you know, acquisition of $115 million of taxpayer money. So and then we'll probably do a stop in Bellingham, mostly so I can charge up there, get to the border, and turn around and come back. I got to be in Seattle tomorrow morning, so I got a meeting there. But it's going, yeah, like I say, it's going great, and I'm getting kind of pumped, because we're almost at the end of the run, and I see nothing but smooth sailing. Well, there's a lot of bugs on the window. That's one thing about the Pacific Northwest. They get a lot of rain. They also have a lot of bugs. We don't really have that in California, so the windows tend to stay pretty clean. But here, I need to go into gas stations and clean the window. So I'll probably do that in Centralia too. All right, we'll talk to you here when we get in Centralia. Okay, we're in Centralia. This is charge event number 19. We were definitely here in 2012. The Nissan Leaf is doing pretty good. Got kind of a dirty window, but that's a feature of being in this part of the world where they have water and bugs. That's not something we have a lot of in California. This is the old school West Coast Electric Highway. This is the original charger that's been here for over 10 years. I use this exact unit, and it's working right now. This was built by a company called AeroVironment, which is kind of a military contractor. I'm sure they only did it because there was a way to get a government contract. And they just made it free because it's the old legacy thing, and they've changed to an app. They just made it free. But right here, I think you used to swipe the fob and then it would start. Anyway, we're charging right along. It doesn't tell you how fast we're actually going. Let's see if these buttons do anything. No, doesn't seem to do anything. But it does say free charging. Just press the green button. It looks like it's been that way for quite a while. So there's what it looks like when you charge them. This is the CHAdeMO port on the left. That's for DC and fast charging. It locks onto the plug. You can't unlock it. Doing that does nothing. You have to wait for it to be unlocked. And the only way to turn it off normally is through the app, or obviously hitting a button here. But generally speaking, there's no way to stop the charge on the car, which seems counterintuitive, but that's the way most of these cars were designed. This is the slow charger. In Europe, it's called Type 1. Here it's J1772. That would be your overnight slow charger. Yeah, and there's some of those those bugs. And off we go to Seattle. We should be at the Whole Foods in downtown Seattle area at 8:30 p.m. on day 4. That'll be our second to last stop. All right, it's getting more exciting. We just left Centralia on day 4. We hope to arrive in Seattle at 8:30 p.m. The news media that I contacted that covered us 10 years ago, KIRO TV7 in Seattle, just texted me and said, wanted to know if I was already there. Of course, like everything in this particular trip, I'm a little bit late. I prefer to stick to a schedule on this stuff, but yeah, I'm about 2.5 hours later than I thought I would be in Seattle. So not the end of the world. They may or may not be able to get there because I didn't meet my schedule. So that would have been fun to remake that from 10 years previous, but you know, I won't get everything, but it'll be fun. So anyway, we'll see you in about, let's see, 84 miles. 84 miles to go to Seattle. Then it's about 110 to the border. We should easily get in there by midnight, which is my goal. So, all right, see you in Seattle. We made it to Seattle. Be at Whole Foods here in just about, I don't know, probably 5 or 10 minutes. Hopefully I won't make the wrong turns because I'm not super familiar with Seattle. Okay, so I have to open up the EVgo app in order to get in here. And the car keeps going in neutral. That I don't know why either. Oh, EVgo parking pass. Please scan pass. Okay. This is great. So EVgo. Okay, there's the EVgo thing. And there is where the chargers are, down there somewhere. And here is the app. So I see nowhere on here where it shows me how to open that gate. And there are the chargers right over there. So, but of course right turn only, so I have no idea what it's going to take to get over there. Parking. Yeah, this is not going to get me where I need to go. Okay, I went back the other way. There's where I just came in, and it shows right turn only. But I'm going to go the opposite way because I can see where the chargers are. And I have no idea how I was supposed to get there, but this is probably going to do it. All right, here we go. This might be reason number 9 million why EV charging infrastructure and the poor dependability and all the other issues are just not mass market. All right, had a nice pizza, had John visit. So let's see if we can get out of here. I think I can just turn right out of this garage and get onto the 5 freeway. But I got to get out of here first, and I don't know that I'm going to do that without having to pay a parking fee. So it's 3-hour visitor parking only. Okay, well, I was less than 3 hours. But I didn't get the right coupon or entry thing from EVgo, so yeah, this will be fun. Here we go. Let's see what they say. Visitor exit. That's me. Hi, so what do I do with this?
Next time download the app.
I'm going from Mexico to Canada. I did it 10 years ago. Things changed. Thank you. Well, he told me next time something or other. I didn't quite catch what that was, but I don't think it's going to apply to me because I'm not planning on coming back anytime soon. All right, well, let's go to Canada. All right, trying to get out of Seattle. God knows if this looks like the correct way out.
In 600 feet, turn right onto Melrose Avenue.
I think I escaped, and we're headed north on the 5 freeway.
To I-5 North.
See, even Google says I-5 North. All right, we are just 5.3 miles from the border, from the Peace Arch State Park, for the end of BC2BC 2022, 10th anniversary, Mexico to Canada. So looking forward to getting this done. I've got a hotel just back the other way a little bit in the next town. I think it's Bellingham. So we'll go up here. There was some rain coming over the hills. There's just a little teeny tiny hills coming between Seattle and the Vancouver area, and yeah, we actually got in the rain. It was such a beautiful trip the entire time, but we are in the Pacific Northwest and rain seems to be everywhere. And they had a lot of rain. Like, I got here in the eye of the storm, I guess, because they were talking about just, you know, rain and rain and rain and rain, more than normal. And, you know, last year they had temperatures that were like over 100, which is ungod awful because not everybody has air conditioning. And, you know, some people actually died from heat stroke or heat exposure. So, you know, they've been having some unusual weather up here, but it kind of cleared up as we went over the hill. I mean, there's some high clouds and stuff, and it's a little wet on the roadway, but I think it's going to stay nice for the next at least 3.6 miles. After that, I don't care. I want to be able to get out of the car and hopefully take a picture. It's 11:22 p.m. I am going to complete it in the time allotted, which is by today. So, you know, I should be there by 11:30. I had 30 minutes to spare to keep it into June 21st of 2022. That means I completed the trip in four calendar days. It took 9 calendar days in 2012. So, you know, it was better than twice as fast. And the car has triple the range of the original car. That's 2 changes in just 10 years that are different. And they're big changes. Another change is when the original Leaf came out, the price of a battery to the manufacturer was about $1,000 per kilowatt hour, and now it's closer to about $100 per kilowatt hour. That's another change in the last 10 years. And there's been a lot more than that, but a lot of changes. A lot of things were the same. I liked going to the spots that I'd been to in the past. It gave me a lot of warm and fuzzies, and I'm going to be just like 10 years ago, I'm going to be handing the car off to somebody else to drive it home. That is the way I did it in 2012, and yeah, so this will be the end of my trip, and I'm kind of looking forward to it because I'm a little tired right now. So hopefully we'll be able to touch bases tomorrow and kind of wrap this up, but I got to get to the Canadian border first. We'll talk here in just a couple minutes. And there, right there, is the Peace Arch. And there should be a turnaround point right here. I sure hope there is, because I don't have my passport. So I think this is the turnaround point. What does that say? Route to Canada. Okay, I don't want that. Official vehicles only. Son of a bitch. Yeah, they don't make this easy. All right, I made it back. I had to do a little backing up. I'm sure that was totally not legal. But I did find my way to get back to the exit rather than cross the border. And it's so late at night, there's just nobody here. So otherwise I would have ended up, if there was a bunch of traffic, having to cross the border. And then, you know, I have no idea how much drama that would have entailed. Not only would I had a lot of drama getting into Canada, then I would have had drama getting back in the United States. And it's not even my car, it's a rental car. So that would have made it even quadruply more difficult. So pretty happy that that worked out without causing any kind of drama. And now we'll just drive to the park, which really literally means you can walk across the border. It's kind of neat. The park is closed from dusk until 8 o'clock in the morning, so this is the end of our journey. Canada is literally right there, just on the other side of that parking lot. So we're within a couple hundred feet. That's gonna be close enough, so let's turn around and go home. All right, the car has returned from the Great White North of Canada, actually to the border. It doesn't look too bad for wear. A lot of mosquitoes and other bugs. That's something we don't really have a lot of in California, but they do in the Pacific Northwest. They also have a lot more moisture. That is some good looking bugs right there. So we're gonna pull the stickers off. We're gonna get the car ready for life again. It's a lowly Nissan Leaf. The trip north was over 1,700 miles over 4 days. The car, I would like to say, performed admirably, but that would be giving it too much justice. Unfortunately, the car didn't do so well.